The story begins in a forgotten, crumbling prison known as the Hollow Keep. It was once a fortress for the criminally insane, but something darker lurks in its abandoned halls. The prison was shut down after a series of unexplained disappearances, leaving behind only memories of madness. Now, a group of paranormal investigators arrives to uncover the truth behind the terrifying rumors. As the investigators approach the prison, a sense of unease settles over them. The air is thick with an unnatural chill, and strange whispers seem to echo from the cracked walls. The team enters through the rusted gates, and their flashlights flicker as they walk deeper into the shadows of the Hollow Keep. As night falls, the investigators set up their equipment in the main hallway of the prison. Strange noises echo around them, distant footsteps, chains rattling, and a low, guttural whispering. One investigator, Sarah, begins to feel a heavy, oppressive presence that seems to watch their every move. Sarah, drawn by an unseen force, walks deeper into the prison's dark wings. She stumbles upon a sealed door marked with strange symbols. As she touches it, a cold breeze blows through the cracks, and the door creaks open. In the pitch-black room, she sees a pair of glowing eyes staring back at her from the shadows. Then, everything goes dark. The team is shaken by Sarah's sudden disappearance. Her flashlight is found abandoned in the hallway, but there's no trace of her. As they search the prison, strange, dark figures dart from shadow to shadow, and faint whispers of the Shadow Warden drift through the air. Panic sets in as one by one, team members begin to vanish without a trace. The remaining investigators gather around a dusty, old journal they find in the prison's warden's office. The journal contains accounts of a shadowy warden who once ruled the prison with a terrifying grip. It's said he was cursed to guard the souls of the damned, his form merging with the darkness. Anyone who enters the prison is marked by his shadow, doomed to be hunted by him. As the clock strikes midnight, the shadow of the warden comes to life. His figure emerges from the dark corners of the prison, tall and menacing with glowing red eyes. The investigators are hunted by the shadowy figure, which moves with unnatural speed, its form constantly shifting and dissolving into the darkness around them. The remaining investigators fight to survive as the Shadow Warden closes in. One by one, they are dragged into the darkness, their screams echoing in the prison's vast, empty halls. In the chaos, they discover that the only way to escape the Warden's grasp is to confront the shadow itself. The last investigator, John, realizes that the Warden's curse can only be broken by confronting the darkness head-on. He enters the heart of the prison's deepest cell, where the Shadow Warden resides. With a makeshift weapon, an ancient relic found in the Warden's chamber, John fights the Warden in an epic battle of light against dark. In a final, desperate attempt, John plunges the relic into the heart of the shadow, shattering the Warden's dark form. The prison begins to collapse as the Warden's soul is freed, but not before he curses John with his dying breath. As the prison crumbles around him, John barely escapes with his life, forever haunted by the Warden's whispering presence, following him wherever he goes. The video ends with a final eerie scene. The prison is now abandoned and silent. But, as the camera zooms in on the ruins, John's face appears, pale and gaunt, looking over his shoulder as if being pursued by the shadow. The whisper of the Warden's voice echoes one last time. You can never escape the darkness.